I'm Ollie Barbieri, and
I'm Jack O'Connell.
I play a character called JJ. A very odd character. He's the sort of geek character. He's best friends with Cook and Freddie. He can only function with these friends, and doesn't really know how to deal with other people. So he's a bit strange sometimes, and probably says the wrong things a lot of the time.
Good analysis. I play. Shall I take the mic?
Yeah.
I play a character called James Cook. Of course you know the name.
Yeah.
Practical. I play a character called James Cook. Who's him? This is him. He's 16, turned 17 in the series. Ruthless, Jack the Lad mentality, which I think, in my opinion, what I found with him is this massive exterior is built to conceal what's going on inside, because you don't see his mum and you don't see his dad till later on in the series. So obviously there's problems that are going to be related in relation to the lack of parents, which are pretty display. They're put on display from the very top. So, but that's my theory on him. Whatever front is put out is just to conceal what's going on the inside. Which comfortable. Like a lot of people are. Cook's very uncomfortable with revealing. So. I think, yeah. However, he's worked so hard in creating this front that it's so reinforced that it's even hard for him to break. So, yeah, that's my character in a nutshell.
In the first episode, Cook gets up to lots of various naughty activities.
Yeah.
But most notably dropping his trousers in the school hall. How was that when you sort of read that in the script?
Yeah, I was interested to see how they'd shoot it. I wanted to know whether they wanted to see the whole thing or not. But yeah, it turns out they shot it from behind, so I got to wear like a pouch, which is no good whatsoever, man. I'd rather go bareback, because you've got tape. It's like every step you're waxing. Every step, it's pigeon steps. Otherwise, more hair will be pulled off, and it's a sensitive area. So, but yeah, in the last take, I did a little surprise, because there's a lot of extras there. So I wrapped black tape around my penis and put a little pink butterfly sticker on the end of it. So that was a nice reveal. It didn't make it though. It didn't make it.
Horrible.
But yeah, it's just to show off the tattoo he's talking about.
In front of you, just. Do you remember him? He was
Tyrone, wasn't it?
Tyrone. He was really worried.
Yeah, I would be. I would be. Yeah. Hopefully, it needs to be seen though, man. Because I put a lot of work into that, and taking it off was a bastard as well. So it should be seen. I'm allowed to swear. Cool.
What's the atmosphere like on set? Because I mean, obviously, there's a lot of sex scenes and a lot of sort of quite gratuitous.
It's all chilled, man. The sets just.
Well, it depends what day. Some days you'll have a day when it's just get through this, do the scenes. But a lot of the time it'll just be like I'm going on set today. And then you go on there and you just have a laugh with everybody,
Yeah.
Jack.
It's not ideal for what we're trying to shoot. For what the script involves, it's a very ideal working environment. Definitely, if you can call it working. It's not grafting. Do you know what I mean? but yeah, if there's work to be done, if it needs to be taken seriously, then it is. But a lot of the time you find yourselves just by the end of the shoot I was on set with two of my best. Do you know what I mean? This is Oz and Luca Pasqualino, man, two very close friends of mine. So working in an environment like that, as privileged as it was, with two close friends, it's ideal, isn't it? Yeah. So, and everyone got on, man. I've got a good relationship with everyone there. So.
Are you fans of the original two series?
Yeah. Go on.
I did tell this story.
Can I hold?
Yeah, go on. Yeah. Well, actually, I mean, no. I mean.
Go on.
Yeah, no. I didn't actually watch this. I deliberately chose not to watch the show because all my friends really liked it. Okay. The first day the first series came out, I went into school, and they were all talking about it. There's a new show called Skins. It's about teenagers and how many and the drugs that they take, and they drove a car into the road. I just instantly chose not to watch it because I wanted to be. I suppose I wanted to be different. Really, it was just me being difficult, really being awkward. Yeah. And so for the 2 years that it was on, I didn't watch a single episode. Well, I watched one. I got roped into watching it by a friend of mine, and I actually thought to myself, that's actually very good. That's really well written. But I'm not going to say a word. I'm going to keep quiet about this because I couldn't deal with it. I couldn't deal with being the one that didn't watch Skins and then all of a sudden liked it. Then, ironically, I went to the auditions and kept getting called back, and then by the last audition, I thought it would be a good idea if I actually did watch this show. So
an eyelash.
Have I?
Make a wish.
Okay.
Is that through yet? So I'll take it.
Yeah.
I'll take the rails. I was a big fan of the series. I knew one of the guys. He played Chris, Joe Dempsey. I knew him from. I went to the same workshop with him, and he's from like similar neck of the woods. So I was attracted to it for that reasons, and for them reasons. Sorry. And then like, once I got into it, I just respected it as a piece of art as opposed to a television program. It's those reasons. Thanks. Cheers. I just the way they portray like a genre, which is hard to portray on television anyway. The way they accurately smack it, and the way it hit its audience in the face as well was respectable. So to have the opportunity to be involved in it is mind blowing, man. Proper mind blowing.
Very respected, like
comedy geniuses.
Comedy guys, what they like, so work with them set.
Brilliant.
Yeah, they're having the older influence, having like a more experienced influence, like, especially for the likes of like O's. Like it's first job for O's, so like to come on and I'm trying to answer the question for you, but I'm assuming that to have the likes of Mackenzie Crook, Matt King, Harry Enfield, and them kind of heads. Like, to have that older, more experienced influence was definitely beneficial towards a mix of like inexperience within ourselves. Definitely.
Just the laugh to be around as well. Usually, they'd have as many jokes as we would.
Exactly. Yeah, it's exactly how you'd expect it to be. Do you know what I mean? It's a lot of laughs.
Yeah. It's about sort of comparisons with the first two series.
Shitting myself.
People have already said, the new cast can't possibly be as good as the old cast. I'm pretty confident that we'll sort of carry the torch well. I think it comes down to personal preference as to which cast you like more, because they're just so different. I think that I don't really feel the pressure of sort of. Yeah, I don't think many of us actually feel the pressure. I don't know. I can only speak for myself.
I feel more proud. I'm very proud of what we've done. Do you know what I mean? What we've worked on for the past 6 months.
Yeah.
I mean, whether or not there was an old cast is irrelevant to me. They made it a show that it is. Do you know what I mean? They made it a show that makes it feasible to publish it or try and promote it in a way that it is. But what I chose to do anyway, and I'm sure many of us did, was chose to focus on what the task at hand was, as opposed to what the show used to be, because it's a well-written show. There's the same geniuses there behind the script. Do you know what I mean? It's the same writers. So therefore, like, we'd be the only failures if it didn't do as well. Do you know what I mean? So, I mean, if we nailed what we was reading, what the pieces of work that was put in front of us, as long as we brought that to life, then I suppose we're doing our job. And I'm very proud of what we've shot, man. I'm very proud. It's the first time I've sat in front of any screen or anything that I'm involved in, and for that's actually a good piece of work. I'm very critical about it myself, so it's the first time I've ever felt convinced with my performance. And for the likes of Ollie coming in first job, I'm blown away by this guy. I'm not just saying it because he's sat here. Like, this is his first job, and the stuff that he's come out with, the work that he's produced, is mind blowing. When you take into consideration, especially first acting role of any form. Well done, Oz. Well done.
Thank you.
No worries, man.
Thank you.
No worries.
But this is my mentor.
Spat on the microphone.